Buenos dias, amigos.
Buenos dias.
So, Kelly and I have been talking for the last couple of days, especially in this one spot that we are, and about our decisions that we made to not go back to work. I know a lot of people probably think we're crazy. The decision to homeschool TJ, probably crazy for that too, especially since I barely have a public school education.
Oh, stop. Or like that was never in our radar ever. Like I used to make fun of people who homeschool. Like, sorry. And
Yeah.
here I.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, how's your kids gonna get any social,
Yeah.
engagement
Yeah.
when they're being homeschooled? Those poor kids. Poor kids. All of those things. The fact that it's not as though we're bringing in any additional income atop, what we make from, pension from the military. So, I mean, why would you want to do this? What's the reason behind it? And even more so, does it make sense? Is that going to be a mistake in the end? And I don't know if we would give it up for going back to work
For more money.
for more money. Money, it's definitely not worth it.
I mean, obviously we need money. We're lucky that you have that military thing, but to have make all this extra money, buy all these luxurious things or a big huge house, right?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
When we were coming back from Japan, we had gotten a loan to purchase a condo in San Diego, and
I'll say my part. So I applied for 3 different dental jobs, one oral surgery, one that was the one I was banking on. I had the experience and I didn't get it. So we got the loan, and then thankfully I got, the news that I didn't get it. I was bummed, but everything works out for a reason. I mean, if I got that job, tomorrow night I'd be working. We'd barely see TJ again. We'd see him for 2 hours a day maybe, just with the commute and everything else. So it definitely worked out in our favor.
yeah, but I was still gonna retire. So
We were gonna have to get another job though.
I would have had to get another job, which I know what I wanted to do at the time, which is not Kelly wanted me to do, but I would have done it. But then we'd be working to pay a mortgage.
Yeah.
And then, is that happiness? Is that what we really want? And when we, years ago when we were in Japan, we were waking up at 5:30 in the morning. By the way,
At 4 for me.
let's turn around so they can see it. Oh, look at that.
Let's put that out there 4. I got there 4.
Yeah, we're waking up at 4. Oh, back then Kelly used to make me breakfast every morning, by the way.
I still do.
Let's keep going. So we used to wake up really early, and then we'd drop TJ off at school or kindergarten. It wasn't even kindergarten, it was pre-K.
Yeah, preschool. I mean, his whole life we dropped him off at 5:30 a.m. every morning.
Yeah.
His whole life.
So he would get up. Yeah, that is true, because even in San Diego we did that, in Temecula.
Yeah.
So we drop him off that early in the morning. I'll cut that out. And then we would pick him up. So I would drop him off first thing in the morning, and then Kelly would pick him up after work at 5:30. So 12 hours a day, TJ was being raised by somebody else pretty much. And he was what, 4 years old at the time?
4.
In Okinawa.
3 through 6.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's take out the 4 years old, because it's like we said before, it was even
It's his whole life.
It's his whole life.
Since he's been 3 months. He
And
had to go somewhere else.
And he would sleep a lot of times from the point that we pick him up from daycare or from school.
In Japan, those 3 years, Tamar barely got to see him. So I'd pick TJ up. I'd get maybe 20 minutes with him on a car ride home, and then he'd be out the rest of the evening. Like for 3 years, TJ never ate dinner. He was passed out. Tamar would get home like 6:37. He wouldn't get to see him at all. So you'd get like maybe 20 minutes in the morning with him when he'd wake up at 5 or whatever. So I don't know what is going on. It's cool.
Want a turd?
It don't matter. It's not.
Oh, jeez. That stayed in.
I know. No, it's fine. But anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, so
We can walk back there in case TJ wakes.
yeah. So we would do that. I need to change sides because the camera's on your side. So anyway, so we would do that, and then I wouldn't see him. He wouldn't eat. We'd drop him off again the next day, and then then we're getting close to retirement. We're asking ourselves, is this life? Is this what we want to do? I have 3 daughters from my previous marriage, and I wasn't able to do all the fatherly stuff. I didn't get to spend time with them and do all the things that I would have wanted to do. And those are regrets that I'm going to have for the rest of my life. I was more focused on work. I was more focused on doing all the stuff that you would do when you're in the military. And now I have the choice to either continue to do that, retire, or to even retire and go into a civilian job and continue it, or to stop and to make time for TJ.
And me.
And Kelly. Yeah. So that's really what pushed us in this direction. We decided, let's not be selfish, because to be honest, you work, even when you're making a lot of money, a lot of times your money goes right back into paying bills, and you create more bills for the lifestyle you have. So we're doing what we're doing, not because we're trying to make any more money. We're not. Actually, we're spending more money. But it's the wind. I'm not crying. It's cold.
He's having
So we're doing it for us. We're doing it for our family, for TJ, and making memories. And you'd be surprised. You can actually be happy doing this. I'm not gonna lie. Anything? Anything?
Yeah. It's okay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below.